Hey guys, it's me, and I wanted to come back with a transparent video. I have not done one of these in years, at least I don't remember, but I wanted to come on here and just tell you guys where I've been and what's been going on with me. So if you don't know, I was raised in the church. I'm a PK, and so I've been in church all of my life. And you know, I think life takes you through journeys. If you've grown up in church, and I think there always comes a point in your life where you're just like, God, I am tired, and I'm tired of the same old thing. And I think when you're in the inside of it, you know a lot of things that happen, and you know, sometimes you kind of disconnect because you have expectations that you're required to meet, and then you have like I feel like sometimes we can't be our authentic selves. And it's not even just in the church. I think if you have a parent in power or someone that people look up to, there is definitely a way you should carry yourself. So I'm not saying that, but I feel like sometimes we can't be our authentic selves because we have to represent someone else, and we kind of lose our identity in that. And I feel like that's where I've been. Like and I'm sorry if I'm jumping right into it, but that's where I've been. Even in my age, it's like sometimes when you've defined yourself as something for so long, or a part of something for so long, you get to a place in life where you want more. You want to identify yourself as the way God wants you to identify yourself. And I kind of started losing my faith. So let me back up. I feel like I told my husband, I said, God spoke to me one day because I was just like struggling. Like, I've dealt with anxiety and depression. We started when I was a teenager, about 13, but really like it got really bad when I was 16. And I dealt with anxiety and depression and low self-esteem so bad. And I hate, like, a part of me wanted to not even talk about it because I didn't want that to define me. I didn't want to have that sad story, you know, I overcame this. But it's true, and it's something that I can't run away from. But I just wanted to talk you know, about me, about myself, and things that I've experienced, and you know, where I've been, what I've been going through. I think over the last 6 months, it's been a journey. Not even 6 months, over the last few years, it's been a journey. And I just wanted to come on here and just talk about it because I feel like maybe there's someone who needs to hear it, and if it's not, hey, it's okay. But you know, we don't have to go through things alone, and I'm learning that. You know, there are things that I do talk about with my family, with my friends, but there are things that, you know, I've held dear to my heart. And when I've held it in, I felt like it was killing me, like it was rotting on the inside of me. And last year, it was almost like God was like, you got to get this out of you. It's going to destroy you. You're going to have to pray it out. You're going to have to get a therapist. Because a lot of people think, oh, that ain't for me. It's want to ignore everything and just be like, God's gonna handle it, or we're not gonna talk about that. That ain't nothing to talk about. It happened, so you need to move on. And that's not how it works, and that's not how you free yourself. Sometimes, you know, it's good that there are things that, you know, God gives you grace to just move on from. But there are some things that you've been through in life. You need a therapist. And you need some moments where you're just crying out to God. I feel like I've just been on a journey of self-discovery. Even now, God has been trying to push me into a place with Him to step out of my comfort zone. And not just now, this has been through the years, but it's like now, it's like He's been breaking me and shaping me. So I kind of stepped away from social media. I was posting here and there, but I wasn't being as consistent. And I stepped away because it's like, I'm like, God, I want you to do what you want to do in my life. I don't want to keep running from your calling. I don't want to keep being afraid, even if it's just to get on here and talk to y'all. Whatever that is, I'm like, God, whatever that is, I'm opening up my heart and I'm being available to you. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about just like God has really been doing a work in me. And it is definitely scary. Overcoming depression and anxiety over the years, you know, it's just been a journey of, God, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to carry this anymore. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I've been in a place where I was tired of church. I would say I believed. I would say I believed in God, and I'm trusting you, God, and I love you, God, and I'm believing in you. And I was really starting to question my faith. And it was almost like God was giving me an answer over the last few weeks. And it was, you know, even over the last few months, I've even been in situations with my family. I've been in situations with just breaking generational curses, where people don't see. And when you're the only one or one of the ones who see what's going on in your family, it's a lonely journey. It is lonely and it's scary. But God began to speak to me, and he was like, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you're going through currently, you need to turn your worry into worship. And I know we probably heard that before, like turn your pressure into praise, turn, you know, all of this stuff like this. Like, but that turn your worry into worship has really been a reminder in my spirit. And we had got COVID in January of 2022, so I was like, yes, Lord, I'm about to really be consistent. I'm about to do what you need me to do. I'm getting back into place. And it was like, we got COVID. It's like everything just, it was like God was like, nope. I need you to spend quality time with me. I need you to really reevaluate where you are in life. And that's where I've been on this journey of self-discovery, because you're always growing, you're always learning, you're going to change, you're going to grow. You're not going to be the same unless you just want to be the same. But if you have a hunger and desire for God, and a hunger and a desire, not even just for God, but just to better yourself, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone, and you're going to have to grow. And that's where I've been. It's been a lot of uncomfortable situations, but it's been for the betterment of myself. Like, my mindset is changing, the way I pursue things, the way I confront things. It's been a lot of tests. God has really been testing me to see if I'm ready for the next level, for the next phase in life. And I just think, you know, when you turn your worry into worship, like, and what I mean by that specifically is, you know how you worry, like, oh God, like I'm worrying about my next bill, or I'm worrying about my kids, or I'm worrying about my family members not liking me, or my friends not liking me. Or I began to literally turn on worship music, and sometimes no worship music. I'm just literally talking to God. I'm like, God, when I'm thinking about a bill, being a stay-at-home mom and struggling, it's like, God, I thank you for being a provider, Lord. I worship you, and I thank you for making a way out of no way, instead of me just sitting there worrying. And I just give it back to him. And that has really started to change how I look at situations and how I think. Because my thought pattern was, I would complain, y'all. I start complaining, I start worrying, I'm crying. Until you get to a place where your focus is not on your situation, and it's not on what's happening in the present moment, you're gonna stay the same. Because our eyes should be focused on him. Our hearts should be focused on him. And that's where I've been. And that's just I'm just being transparent. I have not been that type of Christian that was fully dependent on God. I wasn't. I was like thinking practically, and I've always had that balanced mindset. And I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm talking about 100%. Like, my mouth was saying, God, I trust you, but I really didn't. And that's why I said like the Lord really spoke to me. It was like, you don't believe. You really do not believe. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I am still on a journey, but I do love the Lord. You know, going to church and loving Jesus was imprinted in my heart, but I really didn't have it for real. I really didn't have that true mindset. Like, sometimes I wish I did not grow up in church. Like, I have to be completely honest. I wish I met God a different way, because when you grow up in church, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I thank God for my upbringing. I do thank God for it. But I'm telling you, my mindset was like, sometimes I wish I did not grow up in church, because you start to have a different perspective, and it was like forced on you. So you kind of like, God takes you through experiences to really get a hold of God for yourself. And personally, that's what happened with me. I've just been on a journey of, Lord, here I am. Here I am. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of all the tests you're taking me through. I'm ready. And it took a moment of silence. And it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been perfect. Some days I'm on my phone just, you know, scrolling and looking. And some days I'm praying. Some days I'm reading books, trying to get through this daily walk. Sometimes I'm reading my Bible, just trying to understand. I'm all over the place sometimes, but the Lord really sees my heart, and he's really been dealing with me. And that's just where I've been, of learning to truly trust God, and to not be a superficial Christian, to not be a religious Christian, to not be someone who says, oh, I love Jesus, I love God, I go to church, but don't really have him in your heart. And so I admonish you to start to know God for yourself. I know that you're struggling. I know that it's been difficult, the things that you're going through, the things that you've experienced, but it's time for you to heal, and it's time for you to truly trust God, and to turn your worry into worship. Just start turning on your worship music. If that helps you focus, we're gonna do this together, because I'm right here with you. Like, seriously, I'm right here. I got you. I understand. I'm not even gonna make it seem like it's easy, because it's not. So we're gonna go through this together. I have to be completely honest. So but yeah, like, just turn your worry into worship. Start just giving God the real you. Like, this is how I talk to God. The way I'm talking to y'all right now, I had to, because I grew up in church where you had to pray a certain way, you act a certain way, you really got it, you know. And that this is how I talk to God, and I've been like really free in that, you know, just being my authentic self, truly loving myself, because I beat myself over the head a lot. Like, I get on myself. Like, people, my friends and people that know me, I'm so bubbly. You would never know I even dealt with low self-esteem or anxiety or anything like that, because I've always hid it. I've always felt like, you know, I was never good enough, you know. And even in my growth process, God is still good, and God has been truly keeping me and showing me that, you know, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You know, I am who he says I am. I am who he created me to be. You know, I know I hear people say it a lot, but they're true. We're all unique in our own way. And I'm learning to just accept who I am and be who I am unapologetically. I wish I understood that reality a lot sooner. It's like, I messed up so much, but God is a forgiver, and he redeems the time. I feel so good in this time of my life, because so many weights have been dropping off of me. I had to let go of being in control of what God is doing, because if you can't control the hand of God, you can't say, God, this is what I want to do, and he like, no, this is what I want you to do. So it's been a journey, but that's where I've been, and I'm just encouraging you to give it to God, to allow him to use you, allow him to speak to your heart, and just breathe. Man, get you some therapy. Y'all, I started therapy actually in January. I started therapy when I got COVID, and I've been in therapy ever since. And releasing the childhood wounds, releasing the adult wounds, releasing all the things that have been bothering me for so long, y'all, I feel so free. That's where I've been, y'all. I've just been healing. I've just been healing, freeing my mind. It's been good, and it feels good. Feels amazing. I don't want to make this video super long, but that's where I've been, and I'm excited about my journey. And if you're on this same journey, if you've been on the same journey of self-discovery, releasing the past, releasing your religious mindset, and really truly knowing God for yourself, and learning to overcome every obstacle, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me, and hopefully we can go on this journey together and keep pushing through, because we need all the support we can get. This life is not easy. This life on earth will have you ready to be on up out of here and go to heaven, because baby, but I am so thankful for life. I'm thankful for everything that I've been through, because even though I hate some of the stuff I've been through, some of the stuff I put myself through, I hate it, because that was my problem. Like, I'm like, oh God, I ain't doing all that. I can't really serve you fully, because I don't want to drop some things that I don't need in my life. I don't want to fully commit because I'm afraid. But you got to drop your pride. You got to drop your feelings and really move forward in God. That is it for this video. I know y'all didn't ask for this, but this is just an update on where I've been, and yeah, that's where I've been. And I'm just so excited about what God is getting ready to do in my life. I'm excited about what he's going to do in your life, because even if you're taking small steps, it's a step, and the more steps you take, the better you'll get. You'll be healing slowly, but you're healing. You're overcoming slowly, but you're overcoming. So just remember that you are not alone, and God loves you. I love you, and I'm praying that you have a great week, a great day, and I'm praying for you on your journey. So blessings to you guys. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Bye.